Hello, my name is Tony, and I'm inviting you, the viewer, to join me on a journey of discovery where we uncover the truth about employment law and answer your questions. Are you ready? Hello and welcome to another episode of Employment Law, The Truth is Out There. And as always, I'm joined by our employment law expert, Alison Colley, solicitor and founder of Real Employment Law Advice.
Hi, Tony.
Hi, Alison. And today we've got another great question, and this comes from one of our listeners, Joey, from Liverpool. Now, he's asked, who is this thing, or what is this thing called Acas? I've been told I need to call them, and I don't understand who they are and what they're going to do for me. So I wonder if you can answer that question today, Alison. Who is Acas?
Okay, so Acas are a government-funded public body who are there as an independent organisation to help to resolve disputes between employers and employees in the simplest form.
Okay, what does it stand for? Do you know?
Yes, I do. It is, I can never remember it.
So Acas are this government body. So why is it that I would need to call them?
Okay, so a couple of years back, the law changed in relation to how you deal with employment tribunal claims. So if you want to make a claim against your employer in the employment tribunal, you have to go through a process known as early conciliation.
Oh, can I stop you there? What does conciliation mean?
Conciliation just means trying to resolve the dispute. So the reason for it is because the government thought that there were too many cases going through the employment tribunal system, which there was. It was an overwhelmed system and it continues to be. And the reason it's there is so that it encourages parties to have a dialogue, to talk to each other before they actually make the claim to the employment tribunal. So trying to resolve it before it becomes legal.
Okay, and this is something you have to do then?
Yes, so you can't actually put your claim into the employment tribunal in the majority of cases without having what's known as an early conciliation certificate. And when you come to put your claim form into the employment tribunal, there's a box in there which asks you for your certificate number. So that's what you need to get from Acas.
And when I phone them, are they going to ask me loads of questions?
And they will ask you a few questions. So what you need to do is you need to go online first and fill out the details online. That's the best way of starting the early conciliation process. I believe you can call them if you don't have access online, and they'll go through the questions with you over the phone, but the best way is online. So they ask you for details about who your employer is and what your claim is about, and then you'll need to speak to someone just to explain that and run through that with them. But you don't need to know a lot about legal things to be able to start early conciliation, and Acas will help you out with it if you need to. They will ask you questions and probe you for information.
And is there anywhere I can get some help from this? Like, for example, say, can I phone you up and can you do it for me?
Yes, absolutely. You can assign someone to do it for you, so you can ask a solicitor to do it. And what we would do is fill out the form for you and liaise with Acas on your behalf.
So I think what you're telling me is that it sounds like it's something that's scary, but it's not something that's overly scary, but you have to do it.
Yes, you have to. And one of the things that people often ask us is, or they'll say to us is, well, my employer won't engage in the process, or I've already tried to negotiate, or I don't even want to negotiate with my employer. And you don't have to. So that if you decide, actually, I don't want to go through this, you just fill out the form online, you tell the Acas officer that you don't want to go through the process, and then they'll issue you with the certificate anyway.
Brilliant. Well, I think maybe you've answered them. Is there anything else you want to add in relation to Acas?
Yes, there is. Something really important about the early conciliation process, and that is that when you bring an employment tribunal claim, you have a really short time limit to do so. So in most cases, your time limit is 3 months less 1 day to bring a claim, okay? When you start the early conciliation process, what happens is it pauses time for bringing your claim. So it will stop the time limit for you. And you have about 6 weeks if you go through the full early conciliation process to try to resolve the dispute. And so potentially your claim could be paused for up to 6 weeks. So it's really important that if you have a case or a claim, that you start the early conciliation process within 3 months of either your dismissal, or if it's a discrimination, within 3 months of the Discriminatory Act. So that's really important to note there, Tony. The other thing I'll just add for your viewers is that Acas can't give you legal advice when you're in the early conciliation process, so they won't advise you. They might provide some guidance, but they can't tell you if you've got a good claim or what the value of your case is. So if you are negotiating via Acas with your employer, then it's really important to have some advice or an understanding about what the value of your case is.
And how much is it going to cost someone to call you up and speak to you about Acas?
So you can call us and there's no charge for that.
Oh,
We'll
right.
talk you through the process and answer any questions for you. We always offer an initial free telephone call. And thereafter, if you wanted us to help you with the Acas process, it's normally 1 or 2 hours sort of worth of work, which would probably be around £400.
Cool, okay. Well, Joey, hopefully that has answered your legal question today. And remember, guys, employment law, the truth is out there. Stay legal.